God bless you. It's Brother Gerson once again from Iglesia de Cristo Miel. Today I want to talk to you about delighting ourselves in the Lord. So for that, I want to read Psalms 37:4, which reads, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Many of you have probably read this verse before. Many of you probably have it on your wall. Many of you have probably posted a meme about it or anything like that. But in reality, I'd like to get to the crux of the matter. Delight in the Lord. What is delight? Delight is when we have ultimate satisfaction, when we have extreme pleasure in something. Something that we delight in, we frequent. Just like when you like a certain food, right? A certain pizza, burger, or a drink from Starbucks, right? No matter what other options you have up there, you always go toward that one thing that you like. Why? Because you find pleasure in it. You find satisfaction in it. And that's what the Lord wants us to do. To find satisfaction in ultimate delight in Him. In our order of priorities, we can like many things, but to have Him as our ultimate delight. And once that happens, He will delight us. He will give us the desires of our heart. Now let me ask you this. Throughout this time that we've been in quarantine, throughout this time that we've been isolating, social distancing, have you delighted in God's Word? Have you delighted in prayer? Have you delighted in a relationship with God? Or have we found our delight? Have we satisfied in other things? It could be a relationship. It could be social media. It could be our work, our ambitions, our desires to do things in life. I don't know what it is that you've been delighting in, but let me remind you to delight yourself in the Lord, in a relationship with God. Look, it's hard. Yes, it is hard. It's hard for an adult. It's hard for a youth. It's hard for everybody. Not coming to church, not having someone to motivate you to do so, it's hard, but it's not impossible. And let me tell you, there is a reward at the end of it all. Let me read you what Revelations 3:21 has for us. It says, "To the one who is victorious," this is a battle, "to the one who is victorious, I will give you the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on His throne." Brother, you and I have the opportunity to sit down in the throne next to the Lord. But it's not just for everyone. You got to earn it. You got to put in the work. You got to fight for it. This is not about mediocrity. This is not about being a mediocre Christian. It's not about being a lukewarm Christian. It's about fighting the battle every day. No matter what tries to entertain you, no matter what tries to grab your attention and place itself in the priority that God deserves, it's for you and me to make sure that we are delighting ourselves. Our ultimate satisfaction is brought forth by a relationship with God. Let me read you another verse. Romans 12:2. It says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." A lot of people ask, how do I know God's will? How do I know I'm in the right place? How do I know I'm pleasing God? Hey, it's all right here. Do not conform. Do not adapt. Adaptability is something that can be a strength for us, but also a weakness. Have you adapted to not looking for God throughout this time that you're not coming to church? Have you adapted to maybe turning off the TV during the time that you would normally be in church? What have you adapted to? A stronger relationship or a weaker relationship? Do not adapt to this world. Brothers, let me tell you this. Our time on this earth is very small compared to the eternity that we have to live. Now, you and I choose whether we want to live it in a victorious state with an award, with a reward, sitting next to the throne with Jesus, or we want it somewhere else. Do not adapt to this world. As we come back to church these next couple of weeks, delight yourself in the Lord. Come back with a new perspective. Come back with a new passion. Come back with a new fire and seek the Lord truly and find delight in him, for he will give you the desires of your heart. Brothers, it's been a pleasure. If this has been a blessing for you, I'd like to ask you for you to comment down below, like it, and share it with all your friends. God bless you.